Since when did judging people become so normal? Like, since when is it so okay for us to view people so differently just based off, for most part, just their appearance? Their appearance alone is all it takes for us to make this whole idea of how that person is. You feel me? And maybe it's something that just comes like with over time, like, maybe there's some type of science behind it or whatever. But why is it when we, for example, when we are about to go out somewhere, right, that mentally, whether consciously or subconsciously, we're preparing ourselves to be judged. Like, we're preparing ourselves to not have to put up with, other people's viewpoints. Why is that? Why is it so normal that when we see somebody doing something, whether it's better than what we think we could be doing or than what we think we are doing, or whether it's worse, we view people based on that alone? Like, our initial reaction. You feel me? And I feel like, a lot of people talk about that, like, oh, your first interaction with someone is really important, or your first impressions. And I get that, I do. But why is that normal? Like, how come when people say that, no one is like, well, why are they judging? Now, maybe people have done it and they're just like, oh, well, people are gonna judge, people do that, I get it. But it's like, yo, like, I feel like that's a problem. As an example, a person walks into church. They're not dressed the best. They're not dressed for the occasion, I guess you could say. How some churches be. They kind of expect you to, wear like a polo tee or like something bland or whatever. Let's say this person walks in. They're not dressed the best. They got holes in their shirt, holes in their pants, right? And, they got a certain aroma to them. You feel me? There's gonna be people in there who just starts judging them. They're just gonna start judging them. You feel me? But little do they know that that person's homeless. He spent his last couple of dollars to catch a bus ride to get to church. But we as people just start judging them. Why is that so normal? Like, I feel like there's a lack of accountability that is felt when it comes to judging people. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've done it too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. You feel me? I be judging people too sometimes, but it makes me like question myself. Like, when I take my steps back to reflect on myself, I'm like, well, why am I judging this person? And how can I stop myself from doing it? Because I try not to judge people as much. I'm aware of it now. You feel me? So I try not to do that as much. But what I've realized is, bro, I don't feel as guilty as I feel like I should. I feel like that's with a lot of people. Like, there's so many times where, when I was younger, when I'd run into people and I'd be completely okay with being disrespectful, rude, ignorant, hurtful to this person, simply just based off the fact that there was something about them that I judged them on. And I based their whole character, like, if they do one bad thing, if they made me mad in any type of way, that gives me full right to get mad and crash out. Like, yo. I mean, of course, I'm grown now, so it's like, I understand, like, it's different. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like, that shit is crazy. It's crazy how easy it was to judge people. So it's like, I get it. But I feel like it's way more beneficial to not judge somebody. You feel me? To actually get to know people. And what I feel like that looks like is, anytime you, because I feel like deep down, we're always going to judge people. Like, deep down, we're always going to view people the same or hold a certain light to some people. But I feel like when you're aware of that and you're conscious that you're going to do that, you can dismiss those thoughts that you get. Your instinct will be to judge them. And I feel like it's almost fighting your instincts. When that person walks in the room and they're, you get a thought like, damn, like, they couldn't even like dress up properly. Like, come on now. I feel like the righteous thing to do, or the holy thing to do, is to dismiss those thoughts. To give people the benefit of the doubt, even if you feel like they might not deserve it. You feel me? Now, of course, someone's actions will always show different from their words, and when they do that, that's still, I feel no right to judge, even when people are doing you wrong. But regardless, that's a whole topic for another time. I feel like it's important to view people for their character, and not just one aspect of their character, but I mean who they truly are. and not just create this character for them based off of the first thing you notice. You know, whether that be appearance, whether that be their how they react to certain things, their voice, or whatever. Whatever you can see with your own eyes is never the right way to view somebody. It's about what you feel within your mind towards the person. When you feel, oh, maybe this person is a bad person. When you feel, oh, this person's actually an amazing person. This person's genuine. When you can feel it, that's what I feel like we should be using to make judgments on people. Not with our eyes or with our mouths or whatever. I feel like all of that is just hurtful. And it's not even just towards them, it's honestly towards us. Towards ourselves. Because I feel like when we judge people like that, when we judge people with our eyes and our lips and things like that, ultimately what you put out into the world is the same thing that you do within. So if you're able to judge someone else and you're judging them with your eyes and all these different things, I bet you are the same person who's judging themselves too. And that's all I want to make aware. And stop judging yourself, bro. And stop judging these other people's too. Know within whether they're good people or wrong people. Know within it whether you're a good person or a bad person. Because all of us know deep down. There's no exceptions. Not that I've ever seen. All of us know deep down. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents.